Welcome back, everyone. So today we're making a pork beef slow cooked burger. Let's get started. So I have about 2 pounds of beef, and I cut them in these little thin 2 to 3 inch slices by inch thick. Not too thick because the slow cooker will take forever to cook it. So right now I'm just gonna cut off the fat on all the beef and place it in the slow cooker on high heat. And now I'm gonna cut the pork. So I'm just gonna cut it into, then maybe, the slices are only about an inch thick. They can be longer, but as long as the width, the thickness is only 1 inch. And it's gonna take honestly, about 7 to 8 hours in a slow cooker to cook this nice and tender, okay? And I'm just cutting off all the fat, thin slices. I'm gonna leave a little fat to hold in some of those juices. And this is a pretty big cut, actually. So anyways, we're gonna place all this in the crock pot, the beef and the pork. And I'm gonna add about a half a cup of water. And if I need more, I'm gonna add more water, as long as all the meat is covered, well, almost covered in water. You don't want too much water, because then you just have too much water. So you see right here, like there's just enough that I can slow cook all this for about 8 hours. And this is about an hour in, so I just started the meat, and now I'm gonna add in all the spices and ingredients. And I do it this way to save time. So I'm adding the garlic, so 1 whole onion, my bad, onion, not garlic. Now we're gonna add in the garlic. And this is 2 garlic cloves. Next, we're gonna add about 6 tablespoons of brown sugar. This is about 3 tablespoons of mustard, or you can use dry mustard. It doesn't matter. Next, I'm adding, this is about like a 1/4 cup of ketchup. Next, we're gonna add in some smoked paprika, about 2 tablespoons. Next, this is chili powder. It's about 2 tablespoons of chili powder. We got a little pepper, add a pepper in, about 1 tablespoon of pepper, about 1 tablespoon of salt. Right here is some cumin, about another tablespoon of cumin. And right here is some vinegar, about 2 tablespoons of vinegar. You can use apple cider vinegar, it doesn't matter, as long as it's vinegar. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're gonna mix it all up right here. I'm mixing it. And just gauge it. If you need more water, add more water, And there's one thing you'll see shortly. I'm gonna add in a little extra ketchup in a second, because it just wasn't enough. So I'm adding another, that's about 5 tablespoons of ketchup or so. And I'm just mixing it. And that looks about right. So now I'm just gonna put the top on. In about 8 hours, it's gonna look like this. Boom. Look at that. See how that meat just breaks down? Just the beef, the pork, and it looks amazing, doesn't it? And that's it. It's done. Now we're gonna make the barbecue burger. So what I like to do is I like to put the pork on the plate if you want it cheesy, and just place the cheese on the plate, and cheese is just gonna melt on the plate. And kind of pull this aside, and we'll start the 2 buns, which are lightly toasted. I'm gonna add some mayo. Spread some mayo evenly. You don't need too much mayo, because you don't want to overwhelm the flavor of the barbecue. Just a little bit. Next, I'm gonna add in that pork and beef. Next, add some shredded lettuce. Bring the plate over a little bit closer. That's a better angle right there. Next, we're gonna add 4 pickles exactly. Or you could add 3, it really doesn't matter. Next, I'm gonna grab just a couple, maybe 4 teaspoons of barbecue sauce. If you want more, add more. If you want less, add less. If you want to add the barbecue sauce, then the pickles, that's up to you. Well, that probably would be better, but it really doesn't matter. Next, we're gonna add in some onions. About just a couple pieces of onions. If you don't like onions, just don't put them on there. Next, I'm at about 3 tomatoes. And there you go. Real easy, huh? And if you don't like cheese, if you want like 2, like me with big appetite, then I'll show you right now. Here's another quick way to do it. So you just add the mayo, just put the meat on the buns, real simple. I did diced onions. I'm gonna do some diced pickles, diced tomatoes, throw some lettuce on top, to top both tops up. And that's it, everyone. So like and subscribe and have a great night. Take care.